crazy sex story.
Crazy sex story.
There was this.
Oh no, this was gorgeous 6 foot tall, Hispanic, long black hair. She had these nice, big, beautiful, like between the C and D cups, so it went nice and firm and perky, and an ass that would just kill, long legs. And I'm like, oh, this girl's great. And we started hanging out, started dating, doing whatever. And she's like, oh, I want to give you lap dances, and I want you to give me lap dances. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
I can get into that.
Yeah, sure,
whatever. And so, eventually she gives me this lap dance, and then we get to the portion where we're actually going to have sex. And literally, I lay down on the bed, and she gets on top of me, and she lays straight down on top of me, like legs on top of legs, toes touching toes, like arms on top of arms, not like straddling me, but just laying on top of me.
Like planking on you.
Yeah, planking, like a plank of board. And I'm like, is she getting ready for something? Like, what's going on here?
What are we doing?
Yeah. And then she starts flopping like a fish. Like literally like a fish out of water, just like flopping. And I'm like, I was confused. I didn't know what to do. And I was like,
I'm confused right now.
Yeah, I was like, is this sex? Like, is this your first time? I don't understand.
Is this sex?
I mean, there's no way that someone this beautiful had never had sex before.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously wanted to do lap dances. And so she was in more of that sexual aspect. But yeah, she got deemed Floppy Fish Girl. And that was her nickname from there on out.
So wait, what happened with the rest of the situation, though?
Well, I mean, obviously...
Did she flop around
until
she was
flopped
done?
around, and it lasted like 2 or 3 minutes, and we were done. And I was like... And then she was like, wasn't that great?
So there actually was no sex?
Well, yeah, for me, yeah, no. No. I mean, if any male...
For me?
If any male has ever lied and said that they've faked it...
That was you.
Yeah, this was me. I did fake it. And I was like, because I was just so confused. And I flabbergasted.
Wait, I'm trying to follow this.
I don't know. How does anybody lay on top of anybody in Floppy Fish?
Floppy Fish.
Floppy Fish. That is her nickname. And I'd have to show you a picture of her because you would look at her and be like, wow. No. Floppy Fish Girl didn't last. If you had noticed, she's not around anymore.
I did notice.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
But follow up to the story. Floppy Fish is married with kids. So
she figured it out.
It worked for somebody. So she either figured it out.
She swam upstream
or she found a dead fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they got in the water. She released her eggs and. Wow.
Technology nowadays. Yeah. You could do anything, right?
I'm just picturing this, and it's just very awkward.
Yeah. Like knees locked on top of knees, hips locked on top of hips.
It sounds like it would have hurt.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't comfortable by any means. I thought she was having a seizure. Is really what I thought was going on. I thought she got on top of me and we got started and she started having a seizure.
Yeah.
And I looked at her to make sure like
she was
wasn't frothing at the mouth.
Yeah.
No.
Frothing at the mouth. Oh my God. She was frothing. She was frothing from the gills.
Right. She was actually enjoying it.
Yeah. You're like on a scale of. Never mind.
Yeah. The scale. Yeah.
Did you finish?
Did you finish? That's great.
I could do this all day.
Try that next time I tell the story. On a scale of 0 to finish.
Yeah.
Or fin? Did you finish? Yes.
Oh my God.
One of us finished.
Yeah. Her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you were finished.
Right. And then I was finished.
Wow, dude. Yeah. Crazy.
So yeah, that was
interesting.
That would be the most.
Was it the last time? Was that like the first and last time, or did you try again?
No, I tried again in case because the first time's always awkward for two people. Like you're trying to figure each other out. And you're trying to see what each other likes. And, what gets her off, what gets you off.
Fish out of water.
Fish out of water. Yeah.
Did you ever try in the water?
Well, I tried. Yeah. Well,
maybe that's where you messed up.
That's where I messed up.
Maybe
we should have got a hot tub.
I was just gonna say a hot tub.
Shit.
Yeah.
I know somebody's got a hot tub now.
I got one. It's kind of it's a cold tub, but it's not.
If I invite Floppy Fish over, I'll let you know.
Yeah, you guys can have fun and let me know how that works out.
I'll let you know how that works out.
I'm just gonna go out there and it's gonna be a pile of eggs just stuck up against the wall.
Yeah. You're like, what's all the stuff swimming in the hot tub?
Never mind.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Like, this one looks like you.
I thought you said you didn't have any kids.
Little Vance bowls.
Right.
So you're like, I got kids. About 1 million of them right there.
Right. They're all right there.
Oh my God.
Those ones didn't get flushed.
So you tried again?
I tried again. Yes.
Twice?
At least twice.
So
if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Yeah, right,
it's not just
right,
try
right.
again. It's
Yeah.
try again.
Okay, so this happened multiple times.
So no.
No.
Yeah, no. Because obviously I wasn't gonna let her on top.
Yeah.
Right.
Without knee pads and proper protection.
Right. Without a helmet, knee pads, and a chest protector, like I was playing baseball.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely
Definitely the catcher.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah. And the second time, when I was on top, it wasn't bad. And the third time, we did the.
Was she still flopping though?
The dog style. No,
Did you get on top of her and flop?
I got no. Yeah, I know.
I didn't see how this feels.
Let me show you how this feels. Like a dolphin out of water.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was normal.
It was normal. It was normal after that.
I want to. But damn, I'm so so intrigued because in all of my experience, which is not
Five
a lot.
times, six times.
Yeah, not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot. I've never experienced that.
Yeah. No,
I've never even thought about that.
I've obviously everybody's tried to make their own porno. That one I wish I had.
I wish you had too.
Because that would be like I would be able to retire off that.
Yeah.
That
probably,
video itself,
probably.
I guarantee you 100% would be, 1 million views on Comedy Channel.
Yeah. Wow.
It was quite the interesting thing.
And you're still friends with her?
No.
Oh.
No. We're acquaintances. I actually got fired from that job, and she took my roommate, who got me fired, to the wedding that she went to.
Nice.
That I was supposed to go to. But I was like, yeah, good, yeah. Good for you,
So
buddy.
you guys are not Facebook official
we're,
anymore.
we're not Facebook official friends.
Got you.
But we're acquaintances. I mean, like I said, I know that she's married now and she has kids. And
Not to that guy.
not to that guy.
Okay.
No. Now, me and that guy are still friends, but
Did you ever ask him if they hooked up?
No, they didn't hook up.
Oh.
No, because I was gonna. If they did, I wanted to ask him if he got floppy fished.
I wanted to ask him that
Right?
too. Yeah.
Although
Interesting. Floppy fish.
interesting enough, same girl. I was driving in my car one day, and this was all on a travel assignment, one of my mission travel assignments. I was driving in my car one day, and all of a sudden my phone rings, and I answer it, and it's some dude, like random dude. And he's like, "Hey, you're dating my ex-girlfriend,
Uh-oh.
who's kind of like my girlfriend still, but my ex." And I was like, "Dude, I don't know what you're talking about." And he's like, I was like, "Why are you calling me?" And he was like, "I don't know. I just wanted to know what was kind of going on with you guys." I was like, "Either you guys are together or you're not together.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be in this middle ex-girlfriend,
Yeah.
maybe girlfriend. I don't know." Anyway, and then it was like he was calling me with this like sad story of like how much he cared about her and loved her and wanted to be with her, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, "All right, well, thanks, dude. I appreciate it, but I got to go."
Yeah.
Like, my job's not here to console you or tell you about Floppy Fish Girl. And if you like it, great, go for it, man.
Floppy
I threw that fish back. Have at it.
Catch and release.
I was on a catch and release program.
Fish and Wildlife Warden. Don't
Right.
we know?
Maybe that's who it was. Maybe he was a game warden.
God,
and he
game
wanted to
warden. That's
make
what it
sure
is.
that I, measured
You
it
didn't
out.
have your fishing license, did you?
No, not in that state.
No.
For sure. Definitely out.
Fucking catch and release.
Yeah.
It was like a little minnow.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, interesting enough, it was my roommate, which was my good friend at the time, who traveled with me, who got me fired. Got me fired in a sense that I was working night shift with him at the hospital. And this was one of those hospitals that, I don't know, there's like 8 patients throughout the night in the ER. Okay. So it was a dead night.
Slow, yeah.
I had one patient from midnight until about 4 or 5 a.m. And so at about 4:35 in the morning, after I was done playing cards with some other nurse, we're like, "Oh, let's go for a walk around just to wake up," because night shifter. I'm not a night shifter, as you know. So we walk out, take a little lap around the hospital, and we come back. Well, as soon as I come back in, the charge nurse was like, "You can go home now." It's like, sweet. I love to go home early anytime.
Yeah.
Go home, and that was just the night before we flew all the way from Arizona back to Delaware. So we fly back to Delaware, and I'm about a week into my vacation, and I get a phone call, and they're like, "Hey, just so you know, the hospital that you were working at has ended your contract." I was like, "What do you mean?" And like, "Well, they said you abandoned your patient in the middle of the night." And so they terminated your contract. And I was like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? So I ended up calling my buddy who flew home with me, and I was like, yeah, dude, did they cancel your contract? And he's like, no. He's like, why? And I was like, well, remember the night they sent me home early? And he's like, yeah. He was like, I was like, they terminated my contract and said it's because I abandoned my patient. And he was like, and he started laughing. And I was like, dude, that's not funny. What are you laughing at? And he's like, oh, shit. And I was like, what? He was like, well, the charge nurse came and asked me where you were. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, I was just joking because you know me. He's like, I told you you were out in this parking lot having sex. And I was like, what? He's like, you know me. I'm just always joking. And I was like, so you told the charge nurse I was out in the parking lot having sex? And so she got jealous and I guess fired me.
What?
Got me fired and said it was patient abandonment because I had one patient who was a nursing home patient, like waiting for an admission bed.
So nobody came forward though and was just like, oh no, I told him he can go home.
Oh, no. She's the one who got me fired. She was the charge nurse who sent me home after she had went and asked him where I was. And he was like, oh, he's out in the parking lot having sex.
Well, why did she ask where you were if she sent you home?
No, she asked where I was before when I took a lap around.
Oh, that's why she told you to go home.
Yeah, that's why she sent me home. So I literally just went for a lap around the ER to wake myself up. And she couldn't find me and asked my roommate because him and I were buddy. Yeah. And she's like, hey, where's your buddy at? You know, he's supposed to be here working. And he's like, no, he's out in the parking lot having sex.
Damn.
And she was like, nah, fuck this.
So she fired you.
Well, yeah. She'd had it out for us from day one because the very first week we went out, him and I were, you know, at a get together with everybody at a restaurant and we were making fun of her.
Oh.
Because she was dating one of the medics. And of course, at that time, we didn't know that everybody was kind of in a cliquish. Well, one of the people that was in her clique happened to be at that same get together and told her. So she was gunning it for us the whole time.
Yeah.
That was just her excuse to be like, this
He's
bitch
out
is
of here.
gone.
He's out of here. This was in Arizona?
Yeah. Yuma, Arizona. So,
Never been.
No. Well, there's a Dairy Queen on every corner, and that's about it.
Sick. It's
Other
like
than
here,
that,
there's a
it's
Starbucks
desert.
on every corner.
Yeah, right. It's a desert. You know, if you like your dirt biking, dune buggy racing, that kind of stuff, you can go out there in the middle of the desert.
So don't go to Yuma, Arizona.
No.
Okay.
We moved in, it was 119 degrees.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And people are like, but it's a dry heat. Motherfucker, it's 119 degrees.
Yeah, I don't care if it's
I don't give a shit if it's dry heat or not.
It is. That sucks. Yeah.
119 is 119.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to St. Louis tomorrow, and everybody's saying it's going to be super hot out there too. And they're like, it's a different kind of heat, man. It's a different kind of heat. And I'm like, dude, hot is hot, bro. Like, leather jacket or no? Like, I need to know. Is it like, what kind of
definitely
hot?
don't wear a leather jacket.
Like, what kind of hot are we talking?
Humid, and so it's going to be like thick air to breathe. But
yeah. Have you been?
Yeah.
St. Louis? Yeah, I'll be out there for 3 days.
Are you going to the St. Louis Arch?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're staying out in that area somewhere.
So you can actually take an elevator up through the St. Louis Arch.
Oh, okay.
It's like an eggshell. So you get like a little egg.
Yeah.
You have to kind of, well, I do because I'm a little bit tall, but you have to kind of bend over. It's really small. You can fit, I think, 4 people in there or something. Go to the top just to say you did it.
Yeah.
And come back down.
Yeah, we'll be there. So we'll fly in. We'll leave tomorrow night. We'll get there at like 8 in the morning, pick up our rental, and then have the whole day to kind of do whatever. And then the day after that, which will be Friday, is when I'm doing the meet and greet with the Patreon member, the baby bat. And then Saturday, we'll have the whole day before flying home. So should be plenty of time to go check out some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I don't really feel like I need more than 2 or 3 days in one place.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm bar hopping or anything, you know?
It's a fairly clean city, too.
Yeah,
it's
is it?
Bad.
Yeah.
Although the Arch now, I think, is considered a national park.
Oh, really?
Which is super weird because, like, we've tried to hit every national park while we're traveling around.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe it was the St. Louis Arch that we're like, how is this a national park? It's in the middle of the city. And
right.
Like,
it's just an arch.
Yeah. Imagine it being like, Times Square, or not Times Square, but New York City. What's the Garden Square block of just grass?
Madison Square Garden?
Madison Square Gardens. I think that's what it's whatever the square block of grass that they have that goes for, 10 blocks right in the middle of New York City. But yeah, I mean, it's nothing like you go to Utah, you're going to a national park that you're hiking
like
for
it's an actual
10,
park.
20 miles
into
the park. Yeah. So, needless to say, I've already been to the arch once. So when we did our traveling through there, I was like, "Look, there it is," and we drove by it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Yeah. I did it. I went up in it. I came back down. Great.
Like, how is it like really, really tall?
Oh yeah, it is. It's really impressive when you actually look at it for what it is.
Yeah.
Structural wise, I guess it's pretty impressive if you're into architectural stuff.
I'm excited to create some content and stuff out there. You know? So I ordered a new camera today that will hopefully be here tomorrow. So I'll be able to take that out there and create some
Test it out.
cool content out there. Yeah. And Abel will be coming with me. So
Nice.
yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Is he willing?
He is. He's able and willing.
Good.
Yeah, so
Good.
it's gonna be good stuff.
That's gonna be some good shit right
Yeah.
there.
So I know you got to come with me on one of these trips. Yeah. One of these trips that we do.
I've already okayed it with my boss.
Yeah. There you go.
They're
Good job.
giving me time off.
Good job.
Like,
Yeah, no, whenever I have, Patreon sign up on my top tier, I go out and visit them.
Nice.
So we went out to Pennsylvania once. We went out to New York. We went out to New Hampshire. We're going to St. Louis tomorrow. And then I know I'm supposed to be going back to Maine in the next couple months as well.
Nice.
So
now how much time do you spend with them when you're out there?
So it really just depends on what we got going on. I definitely try to do a good few hours. Go out to eat for sure.
Yeah.
Usually that's an hour and a half, and then try to go do something, with them while we're out there. Obviously, everything's in a public place. We're not meeting up with them in a private area or anything.
Back alley.
Yeah, in a back alley. And I always take somebody with me at least. The first trip that I did, I had 2 other people with me.
Well, you need a fluffer.
Yeah, we needed a fluffer.
Yeah.
So, but it's fun to create the content. Go out there and create content around that kind of stuff. And
you always include them in the content?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We always do. I take my gear with me, so we're doing professional photos.
Nice.
That's
awesome.
Try to give them something to kind of
remember
and have like a memorable
you got to make it a memorable moment
experience for them. So I'm excited about it. And one of these trips you'll have to come with me.
Yeah.
And do that. Maybe Maine.
Get some lobster.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. She's like, dude, I want to take you to Maine and get some lobster. I'm like, dude, I am down.
I could definitely do some tail.
Yeah.
on Maine.
Yeah.
I mean, lobster.
Raw lobster tail.
Lobster tail.
Yeah.
Some lobster
tail.
tail.
Other than that.
Yeah.
So, well, I think that about wraps it up for today.
Yeah.
Pretty good, solid hour and some change. Thank you for joining, and I'm hoping we can do some more of these.
Yeah.
In Japan.
Yes. Or Maine. And Maine.
Mainland Japan.
Mainland Japan, yes.
Lobster and tail in mainland Japan.
Right, exactly. Lobster tail and mainland.
Lobster and tail in mainland Japan. If you guys are not yet on our Patreon family, the Baby Bat family, go ahead and join us, patreon.com/Bokuwahyde. There's going to be full episodes on there. You guys can catch the hour plus episodes on Patreon. For being a Baby Bat and as a patron. Not only are you going to get that, but you guys are also going to get your names at each one of the episodes, at the end of each one of these episodes, plus all the other perks and benefits for being on the Patreon. So patreon.com/Bokuwahyde. Get on there, get signed up, join the Baby Bat family, help us keep growing. The more of you guys that sign up and help us with this, the more we get to do podcasts for you guys. I need a new microphone.
Thank you.
Yeah. So sign up, send me a message.
Get him a new microphone.
Yeah, we need a new microphone immediately. It's falling apart.
Yeah.
This thing is so janky, dude. This is my very first microphone that I've ever had.
Electrical tape does not work anymore.
No. But you didn't even notice. You had no idea.
You wouldn't notice if you didn't point it out.
Nope. All right.
Join the community.
Bye.